Hey guys, welcome back to our AWS Lambda series. In the last video, we learned how to define our infrastructure as code using the AWS Cloud Development Kit or CDK. We moved away from writing YAML templates in SAM or serverless application model to writing actual Python code to generate our infrastructure. Today we're facing a challenge when building real-world Lambda functions, and these are dependencies. So far, our functions have been simple. They use standard libraries like JSON or logging that come built in with Python. But what if you need to perform complex calculations, or make HTTP requests, or analyze data? You'd need to download specific libraries or packages which don't exist in the default AWS Lambda environment. If we try to just import them, our function will just not work. In this video, we're going to learn how to package our code along with its dependencies into a deployment package using a zip file. We're going to do this by first understanding exactly what goes wrong and why. So we'll be making mistakes, we'll be looking at the errors, and then we'll fix them together. By the end, we'll understand how Python packaging works in Lambda. First, let's set up a new CDK project. We'll name our directory Lambda zip demo, change directory to it, and initialize our CDK project in Python. And we'll go and continue our editing in VS Code. I'm assuming you've already logged into AWS. And just a quick rundown, we've initialized our CDK project, and CDK has created all these default artifacts for us as a startup point. If you recall, this is our app.py is the starting point for our applications, and it gets it from importing the Lambda zip demo stack from this file, the Lambda zip demo stack.py, which contains our CloudFormation stack definitions. And as an example here, it's created an XQSQ for us. So we won't be needing that, but instead we'll be writing over it and importing the AWS Lambda library from AWS CDK and defining our function with the name myLambda function with our runtime Python 3.14 and our Lambda handler being Lambda function.Lambda handler, meaning it's going to start looking for a file name Lambda function.py within this directory. We're saying get the code from asset Lambda with deps1. And that is where I will paste it in my root folder here. And here it is, Lambda with deps1. And here is my Lambda function, my Lambda definition, where I've created this Lambda function with bundle dependencies. And we've got statements to import the NumPy and the request libraries. This Lambda handler code, all it does is import the NumPy and gives it an alias of NP, uses the array function or the method, gives it a list, and performs certain calculations. Finally displays that. Also, it tries to make HTTP requests using the request library, requesting it from this http.org JSON to get a sample JSON, and finally returning those values with a message, with the NumPy version, request version, stats, external data, which is the data that it got from our HTTP requests. And we have our requirements.txt file defined in here as well, saying that we want our NumPy version 2.4 and request version 2.32.3. So let's now try and deploy this. First, we'll need to activate our Python virtual environment, which CDK has conveniently created for us, and do a CDK deploy. It's performing the synthesis, and now it's asking us to approve the IAM resources that it will create as part of this deployment. It's created a CloudFormation change set. We've completed the deployment. Let's check it on the Lambda console. Refresh our Lambda functions, and here it is, our new Lambda function called Lambda zip demo stack my Lambda functions. And now invoke our Lambda function, and look at this. We hit an error saying unable to import module Lambda function, and there's no module named NumPy. So this is expected, because what happened here is that we go to CloudFormation, our demo stack, our template here. How CDK, after it synthesized it zipped that file for us into this file called, well, a lot of random numbers and letters into a zip file, into this bucket called cdk-hnb659. Yes. And that was done via this command, or via this statement that says, that defines where the code is. So what's happening here is that CDK is zipping everything in this folder for us. So Lambda with deps1. And since our folder only contains the function, the Lambda handler definition, as well as a requirements.txt file, when Lambda tries to execute, it can't find those particular modules. Now, why did this happen? AWS Lambda, it runs our code in a clean, isolated environment. It has Python installed, but it doesn't have NumPy. It only has what we uploaded, and we only uploaded lambda function.py. Okay, so we need to include NumPy in the zip file we upload. So if we install NumPy inside our Lambda with deps1 folder, it should get uploaded too. So let's try that. So let's change directory into our Lambda deps folder and do a pip install. I'm telling it to install it over to this folder and use the requirements.txt file. And you notice we now have a lot of folders within the Lambda with deps directory, including NumPy and requests. So in theory, this should now work, because in addition to my lambda function.py file, I now have all the dependencies that I've defined, which includes my NumPy and request libraries. So go back and do another CDK deploy. Okay, it's done deploying. So let's check our function now. Refresh this page and see here, we can see in the IDE those folders, the NumPy requests, along with our lambda function.py file. Try and invoke this again. Okay, another error, but this time it's different, saying unable to import module because importing the NumPy C extensions failed. This error can happen for many reasons, often due to issues with our setup or how NumPy was installed. So why are we getting this error? We uploaded the files, and why is it still failing? The clue there is that it's saying importing the NumPy C extensions failed. So the problem here is that I'm running my pip install on my Mac, which is my local development machine, and maybe you're on Windows. My Mac has an ARM64 architecture, Apple Silicon. When I run pip install, pip downloads the version of NumPy compiled for my machine, which is a Mac OS. However, AWS Lambda, it runs on Linux, specifically Amazon Linux. And for the Python runtime 3.14 version, it's specifically Amazon Linux 2023. And that is documented by AWS. Another thing is that NumPy isn't just pure Python code. It contains C and C++ code that needs to be compiled. So the binary files for Mac OS are different from the binary files for Linux. It's like trying to put a PlayStation disc into an Xbox and it fits in the slot, but it won't play. To fix this, we'll need to download the Linux compatible version of NumPy, even though we're on a Mac. So Python has a standard for this called mini-Linux. These are pre-compiled packages that work on almost any Linux distribution. We need to tell pip specifically, hey, don't look at my computer. Pretend I'm a Linux machine and give me the binaries for them. We do this using the pip flags. I'll show you by going back to our VS Code, change directory to our Lambda. And this is what we need to put in. Do a pip install, name the platform mini-Linux, and this is from the AWS documentation. Use this format 2014 x86-64, and this target flag will change that because what this currently is telling pip install is to put that into a folder called package, which we're not using. We're just saying install it at the root. Change the version of your runtime to the version that you're using, which in my case is 3.14. And this only binary flag tells pip that we only want the pre-compiled wheel, and we don't want to try to compile it from the source, which would fail on my Mac. Again, just use the requirements.txt file for the libraries and the versions that we've defined in that file. So we're run into another error. And this is a pip install error because what pip install just did was from my computer was trying to go to pypy.org and look for the NumPy version 2.4, looking for this particular platform, mini-Linux 2014. So how do we fix this? Let's Google for pypy NumPy. And we're using 2.4.0, go to download files and have a look at the platform dropdown. You see there's different operating systems and architectures listed here for Mac OS. There's mini-Linux, 2.27 and 2.28 and 1-2, but nothing for 2014. So what we can do is just use the 2.28 x86.64. And how do I know that? That it would be compatible for my runtime version? Because AWS has documented this as well, where they've given us the compatibility tags. So for all runtime, you can use the 2014, but if that's not available, in our case for NumPy, that's not available, I can use 2.28, but you have to take note that it only works for Python 3.12 and above. Anything below that, it's not going to work and you have to use it with caution. So let's use mini-Linux-2.28. Replace that command for the platform flag to mini-Linux 2.28, and it's working for us. So if we do another CDK deploy, okay, so it's done deploying. Refresh our Lambda console, test it again. And here we can see now that it's successful with the status code 200, returning with our NumPy version 2.4, request version 2.3.23, and performing those calculations for us with a mean, that's std, sum, min, and max. from that array, and also returning the JSON from our HTTP request. So it works. So what did we learn today? We learned that Lambda is isolated. It doesn't come with third-party libraries. You must provide them. And we do this via deploying packages. This is just one way of putting the library code right next to our function code in the zip file. We also learned about binary compatibility. If your library uses C extensions like NumPy, Pandas, you cannot just copy them from your Mac or Windows machine. You must install the Linux versions using specific pip flags. This approach of bundling dependencies directly in the zip file archive, it works fine for small projects, but let's say you have 5 different functions that all need NumPy. Do you really want to upload a 50 meg copy of NumPy for every single function? Well, in the next video, we're going to solve that problem using AWS Lambda layers, which lets us share dependencies across multiple functions efficiently. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.